A single pedal says asterisk throws cube Leon asterisk. A single pedal says asterisk throws cube Leon asterisk.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody. How's it going? Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone? How are you guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
I got a new controller.
He did.
Doig gave me his
I
Doig
did.
gave me his PS5 one.
Yeah.
Feels different. I'm just getting used to what all the buttons do.
All the buttons are
the
pretty
buttons.
much the same.
They are all the same, but they feel so different.
They feel very different.
They feel very different.
Yeah, they're new.
I don't hate it though. Just
Well,
getting used to it.
It's not a new controller, it's the one I have for the PS5, and I just realized in my brain of like, you could just use that.
I could just use that. And now I am. Napping Terracotta, you're vaccinated and ready to spell that. Fuck yeah!
Ooh.
Fuck yeah!
Ooh.
So yesterday we were working on Spell That a little bit. Just thinking through a few problems. Today, I didn't do what I said I was going to do yesterday and get all the cards and stuff done. Because I got way distracted trying to make our shop store look cool.
Oh yeah! Oh
I got
yeah!
really distracted. So I'll probably do some of the things I was going to do yesterday this morning.
Swifty's been learning CSS and HTML and doing cool things with it.
Well, learning in really big like quotation marks.
Swifty took the
Huge
fourth.
quotation marks.
Swifty took the fourth wall down for maintenance, so you won't
I
be able
did.
to see it yet.
You won't be able to see it yet.
Do you want to give him a sneak peek, or are you keeping it?
You can if you want, as someone who can get into it. But yeah, exactly. Neopet's pet page making activities. That's it.
I gotta keep the overlay in focus.
Doig says that I'm learning, but I'm really not. I'm really just trying to
You
find
are.
anything.
You are though.
Anything that makes a dent in the pre-existing CSS style sheet they've got up there that I can't access. Anything I can like hammer through to make it look a little bit different.
That's coding though.
I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing though. I'm just throwing shit at the wall.
So you don't remember anything that you did yesterday, but it's there now.
Barely anything.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'd like to say I'm having fun. I have fun when it works. When it doesn't work, it's really frustrating. But
And
yeah.
ahref equals photobucket.com/Naruto fan art. That's right,
Yes,
on
That's
stuff.
correct. That's correct.
Can you
Don't
get
forget your quotations.
Can you get a thumbnail pose?
I guess.
Are we still jittery when we try and move at the same time? Try and move with me.
I am. I'm moving right now. How's this? How's this? It's like Jaws.
We should set up something where it does a pink screen behind us.
Yeah, we like Jerma does.
Is that what he does?
Every now and then he'll record himself on a green screen.
And then Martina can put whatever Martina wants in the background.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Well,
Let me do that today.
okay, we can do that.
Why my teeth flicker?
I don't know. That seems not good. That
That
seems like
seems not
something
good.
should get fixed. If you ask me. But yeah, I was thinking today we could just have a chill little stream, making a few things for Spell That, getting the game ready to run again. Just chilling. Just chilling.
It's just chilling.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a thing that lets us turn the filter on and off. And then we could run up to this pink screen and bring the camera over or something.
Yeah.
All right. Oh no, we got slow down.
Slow down. Oh, it's real. Oh, it's so crunchy. It's like peanut butter.
What is that?
I don't know. It's something to do with us both moving at the same time.
What is that?
You're going to have to figure it out, Doig. It didn't used to happen, so... So mad.
Yeah, mad.
Me too. Are we running Windows 11? I think so. That is, he's so mad.
No, Windows 10.
Oh.
Stop answering questions you don't know. I'll try to throw it at you.
Yeah, you're right. I should stop doing that. I should stop just being like, yeah, I know the answer to this, and then saying bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what Windows we're using is the real answer to that question. What is the meaning of life? Let me tell you. Sit down. Let me spin you a yarn. No, wait. I'm not falling for it. I won't. I won't. I don't know. There you go.
The meaning of... Okay, I gotta tell you things. I went to the doctor today.
He went to the doctor today. He went to the doctor.
That's why we're streaming slightly later.
Yeah.
And they said they weren't going to do anything about my cough.
Yeah.
They said it will run its course because it's a because it's a viral. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, because it's a viral, it won't respond to antibiotics.
Zaytol, can you stop that? Yeah, they listened to his lungs and they were like, there ain't no liquid in there, you're good.
Yeah.
Doig went viral.
I did.
He's a superstar now.
And so yeah, but on the plus
the positive side, we
the
found
doctor,
something else wrong with him.
The doctor tried to look at my ears and couldn't. They were like, I was like, oh, just to let you know, my ears are kind of waxy. And they were like, you bet they are, sir.
I can't see into them.
I cannot see your eardrums to check them. So I've got olive oil drops that I have to take for the next 2 weeks.
To soften.
To soften them.
Soften the wax.
It's because I've got impacted wax. And then I'm going to get them cleaned.
Impacted wax?
Yeah.
Does that mean that someone's been punching it?
Yeah. My own brain. I don't know why I'm sharing all this, but what it means is I gotta go get my ears cleaned in 2 weeks, which is very similar to what's happened to my dad recently or in the last few years, and he can't hear so good. So I'm doing it early and trying to sort out my ears. 2023 was the year of desk count. 2024 is your year of clean your ears. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Listen.
So you got an appointment in a couple of weeks.
You don't understand.
To go
my ears produce so much wax all the time. I think it's hereditary.
Well, that's okay. You know what you can do for that?
I got honey ears.
You can go and get your ears cleaned like every 3 months or something.
Yeah.
Like just a quarterly ear cleaning. Listen. You get it for free because we're in England.
Yeah.
Take
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I made the appointment. Yeah, we were going to walk out of there and I was like, no, you'll be real disappointed if we get home and I go,
I'd be so mad at you.
By the way, the doctor said I should get an appointment in 2 weeks. So I turned around and we did the same thing we did yesterday and we U-turned and then I made an appointment.
I should tell you what happened yesterday actually.
What?
Because Doig was a real little shit. Like, we went for my appointment, which was great. Wait, what happened? Yeah, we went for my appointment, which was great.
Yeah.
And then Doig had to make an appointment. Wait, Doig, I forgot what happened.
What happened was...
You tell them. Tell them what you did.
I went for my checkup yesterday at 1:30, and
That's what happened.
and
yes.
then they said, "Oh, I can't do anything about your cough. I can't prescribe anything. You'll need to make a GP appointment." And I told Swifty that after we left.
Yeah. So the doctor said, Doig went in. The doctor said, "Hey, I'm just checking you up. You'll need to make an appointment specifically for that."
Yeah, the nurse said, yeah.
And then, so Doig walked out to the reception area and went, "Okay, Swifty, let's go."
I didn't say let's go.
And then we walked out of the GP
I was telling you
clinic
how it went.
and went into town to buy supplies for lunch. And then only when we were in town did Doig tell me he had to make another appointment. And I was like, well, we were just there. Like, why didn't you just make one when we were there? And he was like, I waited for us to leave so that you wouldn't make me make another appointment. So you know what we did? I walked him back. I was like, oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. We're going back. We're getting you an appointment. And then you got one for this morning, so it was pretty good. It was a fast getting a fast appointment.
Yeah, I got one.
And then they found out about your ears, so it's all good, right? Worth it. Worth it. He tried to get away with it. He tried to get away without having to make an appointment.
We went to that fucking place 3 times yesterday.
I went in the morning.
Says,
Doig got an appointment, then went in the afternoon. Then he had to book another appointment, so he had to go back in. Thank you so much for the subby, Blurgs. But anyway, yeah, we finished updating you on all our grody health stuff. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Whee! Oh my gosh, Alex, that's so scary. What the shit? That's terrible. Try to open this chest. Open. There we go. The hat doesn't take away from the gravity of the situation. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
I hope he doesn't turn out to be a huge racist. That would be really bad. You would have to find another GP. Because fuck that guy. You okay there, Doig?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sound okay. You sound fine. Your fucking little face. This is why we went to the doctor. But apparently he'll be fine in a couple of weeks. We just have to let him recover. There. Put oil in your ears. There.
Can I get some water, please?
Yeah? Sure.
You're not gonna get it for me.
I'm not gonna get it for you.
Okay. The doctor said supping water is a good way to clear it.
Your doctor did not say supping water. I refuse to believe that. They did not say supping.
Supping.
I refuse to believe your doctor told you to sup. Doctors don't use that word. That's only for 18th century Englishmen. Oh, Tip, thank you. Yeah, check it out. I can't take my hat off, but check it out. Doig modeled it to make it more scrungly. Pretty cool, right? Oh, yeah. Doig's currently dying, so he's left to get water. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. How are you doing, Tib? How are you?
I left the milk out again.
You left the milk out again. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, Doig. That milk's gonna go bad and that'll make you drink all of it. But yeah, what's going on with you guys? Now that you've had us give you a beat by beat rundown of everything that we've had to go to the doctor for, how are you guys doing?
Health.
Whee! Yeah. Tell me what's going on with you guys while I sup my orange juice.
Yeah, it's your time now, look.
Nom nom nom.
There you go.
Wait, something's wrong with that.
Tell us your problems.
Wait, something's wrong with that. Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Look, I made it both sides now.
Very nice. I like it.
There you go. Now you can
Yeah,
reach
here you
out.
are. You take center stage. You tell us. Look, now it's like I'm saying it.
Help Doig. Nice.
Wait, your stuff will contract. Wait, what? Oh, cold drinks will make the coughing worse. You need hot drinks. You know what? We do have some Lemsip, Doig. You could take some Lemsip.
I don't need it.
Okay.
That's for aches and pains.
I mean, it is.
And
but it
for
will
sore
also help
throats. I don't have one. I just have a tick. Listen, back of my throat is baky mucus. And the mucus is running down the back of my nose. And it making me cough.
Maybe just some hot water then.
Fuck water.
Then you just go to get some.
I mean hot water. I don't like hot water. I like
mean,
cold water.
As someone who's been taking cold showers, I disagree. Hot water's great and I love it.
Yeah. We just had a cold shower before the stream.
Let's see. Jeanette says I'm doing okay. I just recovered from my New Year's sickness. Oh wait, I gotta scroll up.
Chat's too fast. We can't read it anymore.
Every day it feels like 3 steps back and 1 step forward. At least that's process. Yeah, at least it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm glad that your sickness is slowly going away.
Shnu, are you also a believer in cold showering?
Shnu says I'm starting day 2 as a technical artist on a short film. Very excited. That's awesome.
Whoa.
Yeah. Go on a training on Lemsip this morning. I hope it's helping. Dogfault says doing okay. Had to clear out my room to get access to the heaters. So I'll have to Tetris it all back in place. I'm taking the opportunity to organize a bit better. Yeah, that's right. That's great. Take the opportunity. Jeff says I'm trying to finish my 59-day shot this week. Oh, awesome. I hope it's going good. Very cool. So you're doing a shot a day? Wait, why cold showers? Because it's part of the plan that Doig's brother gave us.
Yeah, recommends 2 to 3 minutes of as cold as you can stand after a hot shower.
Yeah, we're following his brother's plan for a better, healthier lifestyle, and part of it includes going for a walk every morning and then following it up with a cold shower. So we've been doing that.
Yeah.
Martin says, why pain yourself with a cold shower? Because we promised we would. It's meant to be good for you. But you know. Yeah, we do the same tip. We start hot and then we do like the last 5 minutes is cold. Space Pirate Fenrir says, I did some art and now I'm going to eat spaghetti. That's what I'd call a good day. Heck yeah, spaghetti and art. That is a good day. Warm water with salt helps, just don't drink it, lol. What are you meant to do with it? Oh, gargle it. Are you meant to gargle it? Shnu says we now have an outdoor pool in the building and the cold swim is lovely. How can you have an outdoor pool in the building?
Got him.
Get wrecked. I'm really jealous though, for real. That sounds incredible. I'd love to have a pool close by. And then it says in better news, I got my glasses frames after the previous ones broke in my hands while I was cleaning them, and they were a free warranty replacement. And the sus stock extended my prescription by 6 months, so that's good too. That is great. We got to pick up Doig's new glasses on Friday.
Yep.
Oh,
I got new eyes, gonna get new ears.
A whole new Doig.
Yeah.
Is happening.
Every 7 years, every cell in your body replaces itself.
Yeah. So we're currently replacing Doig by hand, manual.
Yeah.
Manual replacements. But yeah, the stream that we were going to do on Friday for Kingdom Hearts, we're probably going to move it to Saturday because we have to go halfway through the day on Friday to get Doig's glasses prescriptions. So yeah. Pain Gamer says, I had a win last night, was able to sleep the whole night after being in a heat wave for the last week. Yes. Nice. Get good sleep.
It's not as clever as that Space Pirate Fenrir. It's literally a spout source from OBS ported into Unity, much like a screen. But I did get transparency working on it, so that's cool.
It's pretty awesome. Tib says I'd love to go for walks, but gosh, I really do hate walking around my apartment. It's so loud with cars. You need a park or something you can go to. I experienced the wild world of having a car and driving somewhere to go for a walk when I was staying with Doig's parents. I was like, let's go for a walk, Doig. And he was like, yeah, okay, let's go. And my mum can come too. And I was like, awesome. So I put on my walking boots and walked out the door. And his mum was like, in the car we go. And I was like, wait, but we're walking. This doesn't compute.
Yeah, you drive to the walk and then you drive back from the walk.
I was just going to go. I was like, sit in a car for 20 minutes to get to a place that I then walk from? What is this?
Yeah. To be fair, your parents did that as well.
They did. I was equally confused.
It's so you go on a nicer walk close to where you live.
Paul says, reminds me of the time I visited the sauna. At the end of it, I was told to dip in the ice cold water, but nobody told me for how long. So I stayed in there for a while until they said it was fine to leave. That's really funny. You just went to dip in for like a minute or 30 seconds or something, right? You were just there shivering for 10 minutes, like...
I'm gonna die!
Can I go?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, okay, I just caught up with chat. I'm back to where we are. With Fen saying it's cool that you can move the chat around. Yeah, Doig just did that yesterday.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Now we can bring chat with us wherever we go.
Space Pirate Fender says that they do a similar thing with the spout source.
Yeah.
It's cool. I made it a grabbable as well.
Yeah, so I recommend it. It's nice to be able to move them around wherever we want.
Yeah, and I also made it so that you can see the other side. That's why it's flipping. It'd be cool if
I can see your backsides.
What I might do is I might make it so that we have two planes on either side, and then they're both textured the same, so we can position it this way or position it this way. That's what I'm gonna do today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doig can literally throw you away now when angry. That's the thing.
You're up there now, chat.
I want it throwable as well.
Oh, but okay. What I'll do is, if you are standing still, it'll engage the kinematic. So, when it's kinematic, it won't be gravity and won't throw. But if you're running and you want to throw it, then it'll throw.
Okay.
And it won't kinematic. Cool.
Yeah.
Now we just need the Doig Swift text to be able to fall and squish us. That's in OBS.
No.
I'm so tired of this slowdown though.
Well, that's the next thing you gotta fix after you've done all the things you want.
Oh, Martina, can you tidy the chest away, and then I want to see if we still have slowdown. Because if we do, then it's not linked to the chest. All right, run around, Swifty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still slow.
Sure do. I don't know if you are you properly unloading the chest though, and the hats and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not the chest. So I don't need to fix those.
I can't climb chat anymore. Wait, I can.
The only big difference is the sky moving. I'm gonna try turning that off.
Can I not climb chat anymore, Doig?
No. I took the collision off of it.
But how am I supposed to hit you with it?
You can't.
I wanna.
You can't.
I wanna though. What am I standing on then?
Well, there's a collider at the bottom of chat. That's what you pick it up.
Oh.
Look, stay there.
Uh-huh.
I pick it up. That's Martina. Sorry, Martina.
Me in chat. That's my hat. Can't believe you stole my hat.
Here, take it back.
I don't want it. You can have it. I'm gonna sit here.
I don't want it. Okay, I've got it now. All right.
Wait. No! Can't believe it.
All right, come and jump on it now.
Okay. I'll try. Okay.
There you go.
Here I am. I think I'm just on you.
You might just be on me.
Ah, well.
Okay, so I'm going to do some fixes today because I can't stand this slowdown.
Fair enough. That makes sense. You flew away again. One thing that I'll get Doig on next is getting the mods back up to speed.
Yeah.
Because I think we could make the mods even easier to pilot now with this new version.
Yeah.
Da-dum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
We bumped to
We
Martina.
bumped you.
Don't
We
say
sure
it
did.
like that.
Yeah, I guess I'll go sit over here. Huh?
Sure. Are you gonna
We'll
share?
be doing stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna share your screen.
Whichever. Do you want to share both or do you want to share one?
We can share both.
If my face goes funny, it's because I'm drinking hot orange juice.
You evolved from streaming making art to streaming being art. we're
Thank
you know, we're a bit of both here.
Yeah. Doig's handling the stream being art, and I'm handling the frumping around and doing random things every day.
Here we go.
Gotta tweak myself into position.
I'm gonna fix the chat object as well because it's a bit big. It's a bit big.
That's true. We could make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah. I'll go sit at the front here then.
Very nice. Okay. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's going on? Who
Well,
are you?
Are you sharing your screen yet?
Yeah, it should be. Dum dum.
Okay, my Discord is up.
Bum ba-dum.
I don't even have Unity open yet. I had to restart my computer seeing if that was the way that would fix the slowdown, but it really didn't. I think it's the sky. That's the only big thing that we changed that
Are you able to share
Did
this?
our stream die?
Well, I think you're not clicked into it. Try clicking into it again.
I think the Doig Swifting thing died.
Oh, what happened? Oh no.
I think it just died. There we go. It's back.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Oh, good. It feels nice and stable. Definitely very very
Yep.
very stable. Very
Yeehaw! Cowboy coding time.
yeah. Easy to use. Nothing's gone wrong with it. Not broken at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's the sky, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can change that.
Well, I made the sky move. I think it's the sky moving that might be causing the...
Well, we can change that. We can make it take less space or memory or whatever, right?
I don't know how to do that. I'm not clever enough to make it take up less
I mean,
memory.
The last guy moved too on the other version.
That's
and
true, but
that was fine.
I'm doing it in a different way this time.
Oh, okay. I see. You can't even see this guy exactly.
Yeah.
That's bang for your buck.
What? Then it shouldn't be rendering. You're right.
You can see a little bit of this guy to the left, can you?
That's just an image.
That's just an image.
That's a
not moving.
lie.
Yeah. That's fake. Fake sky. Unlike the other sky, which
Look,
is
I'll show you.
100%
I'll
real.
show you I'll show you this a real sky here.
Show me the real sky.
Look, it's moving.
Look, there it is. Because we are sailing. Sail.
I think it's that.
Okay.
Maybe. Could be a bunch of things.
It could be a bunch of things. I don't know. Is there a way for you to tell what's chugging the most memory?
I think so. I think I can do some performance analysis stuff.
Oh, maybe worth doing that then. Ha. Here I am. Definitely sat on the floor.
Okay, let me get rid of the Doig and Swift.
Is it the tree? I guess it could be.
Tree's doing less than it did while we were... It could be something. It could be something just
Could be
spamming.
anything. Are you able to share my screen, Mike?
Yes. There you go.
Hey, there we go. Perfect. Were we always streaming 1080? No, but we should have been. We fixed that at the end of last year, though.
Could be that.
Really?
Although
I thought we fixed that.
Our
around
canvas
Christmas.
is 1080 and it was shrinking it down to send it, so it should actually be doing less.
Yeah, spell that exactly. So yesterday we came up with a few tweaks to the game that we think could make it a bit better, and I was planning to execute those in my free time yesterday, but instead I ended up spending a lot of time on our Fourth Wall merch site instead, trying to reconstruct that. So I'm going to do it this morning instead. For anyone who doesn't know what spell that is, it's a very silly card game / board game about being a wizard and using Scrabble tiles to cast spells. Can you click into the overlay, Doug, so I can run forward a little
Just
bit?
call me Dog.
Oh, I called you Doig. Yeah, okay, awesome, thank you.
I was making some like auto caption stuff last night, and you said Doig, but it caught it as dog, and I'm wondering how close to dog you say Doig.
I'm sorry,
I'm
that's not my
stuck
fault.
behind here.
That's not my fault, that's just the fact that that's the only word it recognizes. Nothing to do with me. Alright.
I gotta learn it.
Hey, dog. Alright, so
Gonna go
One-
over here.
one of the things I wanted to do is we had a cool concept for an enemy. So I want to do that. So I'll probably add it to one of these enemies. To an existing enemy.
Now make a new enemy. Don't get lazy.
I'm not lazy.
Don't get lazy.
I'm not lazy. We have so many types already that we could work with. And there's a few that I think I want to tweak. For some reason, this is just one flat image. But that's okay. We can still work with it. It should still work. So
Why-
I'm going to do some real fast, dirty edits.
Because you're working from the PNG. Could you not find the PSD?
Oh, I probably can find the PSD.
There you go. I've hidden your screen again.
Let me see. Well, I guess it would be cards version 8, maybe?
It is still opening my Unity project.
Is it?
Godot would have opened 45 times by now.
Okay, yeah, got it. You can reopen. I have it! They're all in one big card document.
You got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this guy, 8 is such an arbitrary number. I'm going to change that to 5.
Overlay 3, the rise of Godot. I wish.
And when it says buffs all other monsters on the map, what does that mean? What did I mean when I wrote that?
When you wrote what?
Buffs all other monsters on the map. What did I mean?
How is it showing the bottom bar again? I thought I fixed that.
I don't know, Doig. Does that mean they do twice as much damage? What did I mean?
I think everything took half damage. From what I remember.
Everything takes half damage.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Draculich.
Oh, maybe the Draculich is what makes everything take.
Yeah, it does. So what did I mean? 5 buffs on the other monsters.
I don't know. It's opening! Wow!
Yeah, if you don't remember, you get to redefine it. What I'm wondering is, would it be fun to have the buckler go into its shell every other turn?
So,
So you can't attack it during that, instead of adding a shield property.
what does the shield property do?
It means that the first 5 damage is negated
Oh shit.
for every attack. But that kind of makes it difficult to count up the damage on it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know which words were cast as one spell, and so which words to take 5 off. You know?
Well, I will counter your argument
Yeah.
with if it goes into, so when it goes into its shell,
Yeah.
what it can't be attacked.
Mhm.
But that means if you're playing a 2-player game with a buckler, one
Yeah.
player will never be able to attack it
Mhm.
while the other one can.
Mhm.
That's not fun.
Okay.
If it were 3-player, then it would at least alternate between players.
Mhm. So what do you think then? Because the 5 shield is a nice idea in concept, but makes it very difficult to calculate how much health it has off, because you can't just count up the damage.
Yeah. Then you add damage counters.
I could add damage counters.
Then you add them.
Then I add them.
Didn't you already add them?
Kind of, but they were more for when an enemy got hit by a trap or something.
You could just use them generally.
I could just use them generally.
And then
That feels like it's doing a job that the Scrabble tiles should be doing, though.
but you already have damage counters.
Yeah, but they're only to denote like 1 damage when they get hit by a trap or something. Like if they say something gets fired at by an arrow trap,
Yeah.
how do I show it's damaged?
You put a damage counter on it.
Right? Yeah, so I can't put a rune on it, can I? Because yeah, exactly. So that's why they exist. But it feels like a waste to use the damage counters for when a player does that, because a player's using Scrabble tiles. That's the whole point of the game.
Right.
If you don't need the Scrabble tiles to see how much damage, then, you know, they kind of lose some of their function. Why not just be like, this attack does this amount of damage?
Yeah.
Like we're scrabbling onto enemy cards, right?
Yes.
So
But
why
some-
scrabble onto them but also putting damage counters on them?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do like the idea of an enemy that alternates what it does.
Yeah, like the mush boom.
Yeah, but you're right about the 2-player thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have the enemies go after every 2 players' turns.
You could have it do that, yeah.
So
Every
player, monster, player, monster, player, monster. So on a 2-player game, that's easy. On a 1-player game, you just switch it so it alternates between the player and the monster. On a 4-player game, you'd have it go after every 2 players. On a 3-player game, it becomes a little bit hairy, but
yeah. Yeah, it could be like after every 2 turns.
yeah. It's a shame there's not an easy way to keep track of that, though.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I notice when we play is that people tend to forget to move monsters. Davos says maybe the shield ability makes it so it can't be attacked by more than 1 attack in the same round, so you wanted the most damage right away on it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. Yeah, like currently one of the problems with the game is that people forget to move the monsters on the monster's turn. So I want the monster's turns to be also as easy as possible to remember.
Maybe monster turn is like, you do player, 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 monster. Player, 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 monster. So you're not having to move them so often. And then to balance that, the monster's a little bit more potent.
Or maybe just like a monster token or something that you give to the person who needs to move the monsters so they remember.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if you have it move after every 2 players, you know which players the monsters are going to come after. So you could give those players monster tokens and be like, hey, you're in control of moving the monsters after your turn.
Yeah.
So it's easier to remember because they're like, oh, I have a visual thing signifying that it's my responsibility to move the monsters. And
Yes.
therefore I'm less likely to forget than if it's just like, it's every X turns.
Yes.
How many turns have we had now? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Like we could call them monster master tokens or something. And the feeling of responsibility of having them might be enough to help people remember that that's something that needs to be done.
I like that. Monster token.
We just need to figure out on different numbers of players when the monsters move.
I would just do it after a whole round of players and balance the monsters.
After a
Going
whole
for
round
that.
of players though makes it so easy. Is
Yeah.
the problem. Well, if a slime gets to move 1 space. If a slime gets to move 1 space, Mike,
Yeah.
every one of its turns. And then you have 4 wizards who can each move 4 spaces a turn. And, you know, it could cast up to 4 spells plus buffs. What chance does a slime have to be a threat to any of them?
So make the slime be able to move more spaces to account for it.
I mean, I could, but I feel like it might be a better call to have it go in between players' turns. So that people have to actually think about when it's going to move and when it's going to hit. Because there's 4 slimes, it could be, but you could only turn over 1, is a thing. Let's see. Jeff has been playing a lot of For the King. They have some enemies dodge non-perfect rolls. Could have a similar thing with a buckler. That's true. You could have something where rather than take the first 5 damage not doing anything for the buckler, you could have that if it's under 5 damage, it doesn't do any damage. So there's no point casting it. Are you with me, Mike?
What? I thought you were talking to someone in chat. What was your suggestion?
I was saying instead of having the shield take off the first 5 damage
Yeah.
that is applied to it in a spell, it could be that if a spell does under 5 damage, the spell basically wouldn't count, wouldn't do anything. So there's no point casting it. But if it does over 5 damage, it takes all the damage.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Because then we don't have to worry about taking the 5 off
Yeah.
spells. They either work or they don't.
I like that. So it's like you have to beat its AC.
Yeah,
Nice.
or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see. Usually that kind of thing of 4 moves to 1 works because there's so many more enemies than wizards. Yeah, exactly. But this time there aren't that many more enemies than wizards. You only get an enemy when you turn over a tile. And it's entirely possible to just have 1 or 2 enemies on the board and 4 wizards.
What if monster spawn is based on number of players, like Gloomhaven?
Enemy spawn.
Yeah, so you turn over a tile, there's 1 enemy on the tile, but if there's 3 wizards, it spawns 3 slimes.
That's a cool idea, but I think it makes the game harder to play in terms of knowing what to do and keeping track of things.
I agree.
I think it might be better just to balance what we have than add a bunch more enemies, because enemies already can become hard to keep track of if you let a lot of them appear. Maybe we just make all the enemies stronger.
Yeah, HP times number of players. Or something. That would encourage people to stick together more.
Again, I want to take away the amount of maths you need to do every time you look at a card.
3 times 5 is not a lot of math.
It is if you have to do it for every single monster you're looking at every single time you look at the card. If you can't see it has 20 HP, instead it has 5 times number of players' HP, then every single time you're trying to calculate anything to do with any monster ever in the entire game, you have to do a math.
Cool. People learn how to arithmetic. Good game.
I want this to be an easy to pick up, easy to play game for beginners.
You can't do 3 times 5. This game ain't for you.
Doig. I don't want to have to do 3 times 5 like 60 times through a game.
You want to... Fine.
What's 3 times 5 minus 10 plus 5 plus 7 times 2? Like, it's just... Let's make it as easy as possible.
5.
What are you mumbling about? You're just mumbling over there.
34.
Oh, you doing it?
Yeah. I might have missed some of the math.
Okay, let's change this. To 10.
10. You have to get a 10-point word to beat it. Wow.
Yeah.
Toughie.
But it does mean it's definitely going to die in 2 hits. So, bust all of the monsters on map. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Swifty. What did you mean?
Oh, question.
Yeah.
No, I figured it out.
Go on.
I read the card. I was like, how much HP does it have?
20.
Yeah, yeah. Don't say 20 incredulously like I did. I figured it out.
20. Okay, so I know why I added an effect there. Because this thing doesn't do any damage. So there's no incentive to beat it. You could just leave it on the board and it'll be fine. So we need it to do some kind of effect that's going to be dangerous to people, to incentivize people needing to beat it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it meant by buff the other enemies.
You could go back to a VOD when we played it.
But it could do something like add a 5 shield to every enemy while it's alive.
Yeah.
But does
Yeah.
that make it too complicated to keep track of?
No.
Is that too annoying?
No. I think your desire to keep the game simple is in conflict with your creativity.
Yeah, but that's a challenge, right? Limitation breeds creativity.
Not if you're like, this is a really cool idea. I don't know if players will understand it though. You just find players who will.
Well, it's more like I'm
Get smart, scrubs.
It's more like I'm trying to balance the amount of effort it is versus the amount of fun it will give the game.
Scrabble,
And
you
if
have
the
to.
effort outweighs the fun, I'm like, it's not worth it.
Okay, here's the thing. Every single time someone has to spell a word, they have to count up how many points the word is. That's inherent to the game.
Yeah.
So they're not good. The kind of player who's like, Man, I love counting up numbers to calculate my score. Are not gonna flinch at 3 times 5 on a card.
I would say though that the amount of people, that the people who are like, oh man, I love counting up numbers and adding things together, are not the same kind of people who are like, man, I love Scrabble. People who play Scrabble don't play Scrabble because they enjoy adding up numbers. That's not the draw of Scrabble as a game, to just add up numbers. Exactly. Jeff says, I like Scrabble, but I don't really like doing maths.
What I'm saying is maybe they don't necessarily enjoy it, but they're not incapable of it.
Yes, but I would like them to enjoy the game, not just be capable of playing it.
Okay.
Like, I want the Scrabble part of this game to be the most, like, the most addy-uppy bit. The most numbery bit. I don't want it to get more numbery than that elsewhere.
Okay.
Also says Doig, I'm illiterate. Hey, Banana Mango Bango. Hello. Let's go.
Yeah, we're new.
Let's
I got
go.
a hat. I got a hat.
Just put every single other enemy is undefeatable until you beat this enemy. New India hits different. Oh yeah? How so? Tell me.
Scrungly.
Tell me. Ba 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 ba. I am fluffy. That's true. Hey, looks kind of flat from the front. How dare you? Look, my beak. Ta-da. Let's see, doesn't the game design document say what every monster does? The game design document has been left in the dust. I haven't touched the game design document in like a year because I realized that I was changing so much about the game so fast that it would be best for me just to figure out what the game is first and then do the design document.
No, you write the updates into the design document as you go.
Yeah, but I did my design document as a storyboard file.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I tried to make my design document a manual to play the game. So, you know, rip, I guess. R.I.P. See, what could the buckler do that could be fun?
Keep your pants up.
Keep your pants up. I just got it. Yeah, maybe I should have enemies do double damage. Just fuck it, make them all really dangerous. So it does no damage, but everyone else does.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Yeah.
Maybe every enemy does 1.14 damage.
Fuck you! You little shit! I'll murder you!
You won't be able to catch me. I'm doing too many maths.
I'm mathing too fast for you!
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one updated buckler. And then... what was that one week to? Week to birds. Okay. And I want new smart object file copy. I'm going to change weak to birds to weak to flying things. Which gives people more to play with. Okay, there we go. We have our new improved bucklers. Bucklers! Banana Mango Mango says, "Hey yo, is they finally making a game?" Yes. This is our stupid wizard battle dungeon game based on Scrabble. It's real dumb. We're currently trying to make it work. I feel like we've got a solid, good concept in the middle of it, But all the stuff around it, we're trying to figure out how to get it to work the best we can. Spell that. That's it. That's it. It's spell that. Yeah, buckler is a shield, exactly. Yeah, you get. I'm thinking flying things. I'm thinking dirigibles. I'm thinking Hindenburg crashing on the buckler. Listen, if you are able to spell either dirigibles or Hindenburg in this game, you just win. Good luck. Okay, let's see. So one of these enemies, I shouldn't laugh at Doig coughing, but sometimes it sounds like he's giggling. Oh, are you okay, Doig?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking fantastic, dude.
Come back on screen. Come on. Come on here with
Come
me.
on, Zuri.
Oh, Doig. Come over here.
What if the buckler gives all the enemies they have coughs?
You have the cough condition.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You can't laugh or enjoy life.
Oh my god. Shh, it's okay. You don't have to say anything. Yeah, so I want to add something onto one of these enemies. I think it would be fun to have an enemy where they draw a random rune. And you have to use that rune to begin your Scrabble from them. So we need to choose one for that.
What's the whooping cough that's going around? I got fluish stuff. Oh, I think our music stopped.
Our music did stop. He's got something. He's had it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got flu-like symptoms at the start of the year, and then those went away within like 4 or 5 days, and then had the cough since. It was more phlegmy. Now it's just like mucus running down the back of my throat, making me cough, according to the GP.
Okay, here's something.
That was me missing the water bottle and sucking on the side of it. Don't laugh.
Fucking disaster. So here's something as well. It's
Big sippy.
Putting aside the thing I wanted to add to the enemy, the jack roller has never really worked, I don't think. I really, really like the concept of it, but I've never been able to get it to work in a way which feels not confusing. What do we think for an enemy that is there to steal your pieces?
You love the jack roller.
I do love the jack roller, but it doesn't feel like it works as a concept. Right?
Oh, that's kind of cool. Jeff says, gives me an idea of the opposite Swift. Enemies that negate a letter, like a no E enemy.
Ooh,
Frosty
that is
Cone
fun.
O says, welcome back, Doug and Swift.
Thank you, Frosty Cone.
Frosty Cone O says, welcome back, Doug and
I'm fixing
Swift.
that now.
Thank you. Yeah, I like that enemy a lot, Jeff. That's really cool. It's a good idea. No E enemy. Maybe we could do that with the Hobbling kids. We'll just choose a vowel for each of them and be like, can't use A's against this, can't use I's against this, can't use E's against this. Let's see.
I think I fixed it.
Because it's a child. You wouldn't say E to a child.
Weak to soft. Oh, here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
You're putting E on a Hoblin kid? E immunity on a Hoblin kid? They
Yeah.
got 30 HP, dude.
Yeah. It's
Get
a hard
wrecked.
enemy.
E is no. Jeff suggested E because that's a really hard one. You know how often E's come up in words? You gotta make it. Stop making it vowels. Be like, oh, you can't use a F. E is like one of. Never mind. Shut up now.
Yeah. Never mind. Shut up. Listen, F is too easy to get around. It's the whole point is that it's a challenge. If it's not a challenge, it's not fun. If it's easy to circumnavigate, why have it? Oops.
Lorem ipsum.
Lorem ipsum.
That should be a
we should
boss
make an
monster.
enemy. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Weak to curses. O cannot be used.
No F's
Oh
given.
wait, I cannot be used. I cannot be used, and I shall not be moved.
Banana Mango Bango. There is a tile swap ability in the game, yeah. Which is good in cooperative because you'd be like, oh cool, you got a G. I could totally make giant if I had a G. And they'd be like, oh yeah, bro, here's my G. I'll take your Z.
Oh yeah, bro.
And in competitive play, you just steal people's ladders and everybody gets annoyed and then they punch you in the face
Yeah.
with a spell.
So Jack Rollers.
Yo, bro, take my G.
Take the L.
I'm gonna take the L. Don't take the L. Take the W.
You got any ideas for the Jack Roller, Mike, to make it? Because I love the Jack Roller concept. I love the concept of an enemy that steals your tiles.
Right.
But moving towards you and stealing a tile and then moving away from you, then moving towards you again is really confusing.
Why?
Because we've always had problems playing it.
What if it disappears in a number of turns?
And then we need some kind of counter to track that.
Yes. I'm going to restart the overlay. I'm going to open this Frosty Cone thing and I'm going to restart the overlay. I want to see if we get slowdown still. Thank you for the hat, Frosty Cone.
What if?
Why are we not hearing the sounds? You guys hearing the sounds still? You're not hearing the sounds. It should have been like. Why? Why?
This is too much, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Let's not have it run away. What do you think to something like this?
It mugs you.
It mugs you, yes. It always has, though.
No, but now it hits you.
Yeah. Before it didn't have any damage.
Yeah.
Now it steals runes, and for every rune stolen, it'll do 1 damage. But it doesn't run away.
It doesn't run away, so it just keeps stealing shit from you and beating you over the head with it.
Yeah.
Try it.
Try it. So we don't need moves to a nearest wizard because every enemy by default moves to a nearest wizard. So we just need on hit. Steals rune from box.
Right. Oh, so if you don't have any runes in the box, it's not going to get more damage.
Yeah. But it is going to just keep following you around.
It shouldn't hit you on the first turn then.
Yeah, hits then steals rune from box.
Yeah, so the first one it steals. Now it's done.
Loaded.
Now it can hit you with it. Basically, it drops your tile into a bag and then hits you with the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, its weapon is its bag that has tiles in it now.
I want to add an enemy that can curse you back.
And how would a curse work on you?
What
Because
did
the
we
way
say?
that a curse currently works on the enemy is that spells do an additional damage for every rune used in them.
Oh,
Is this co-op or PvP?
both.
It can be either.
It's PvE and PvE.
It's PvOP. Let's see. Darvolt says, what if the one who steals something has to put it in a stash or chest and when you like reach it before defeating the monster you get better loot? Could do that. I don't know if that's a little complicated. I don't know, because then we'd have to add a stash for it, right? Somewhere for it to stash stuff. I like the idea though. Yes, Banana Magmago, you're getting the correct impression that this is Scrabble with spells. You assume every card that denies a letter wouldn't have that letter in its name. That's interesting.
Does it drop all of the loot when killed? Says Jeff. It previously didn't, but I think...
It didn't, but people keep asking if it does that.
Yeah. Because it's such a stereotype in games where if something comes and steals something from you, you have to kill it before it escapes to get it back.
Yeah, let's have it drop the runes on death, which is less punishing.
It's more of a short-term
but it's literally-
debilitating.
It's like it makes it easier, but literally everyone has asked, do we get our stuff back?
Well,
So I feel like everyone feels like that's the way it should work.
usually in a trope like that, something comes, steals something from you, and then runs away. So we could maybe put like a square on the map that's like an escape hole for the Jackroller, and it can come steal all of your runes and then start to run away toward that. And if it doesn't have an exit point, well, we can make the exit point that the starting tile.
Or we could just have it vanish when it's still on a certain number of runes.
Or that, yeah.
So when it gets to 4 runes, it just disappears with your runes.
Getting that. If it steals 4 runes in your game and it can hit for 4 damage.
It would hit for 3, steal the 4th rune, then vanish.
Yeah, okay. That's a tough little thing. Yeah, sure. I like it.
Okay. Hits then steals rune from box. On 4th rune, Jackroller vanishes. If defeated, Jackroller
Restarting the overlay now.
drops runes. It's a little complicated, but I feel like it's easier to pilot than the other one was. Because it's
Yeah.
just going to hang around you until you kill it. Or it disappears by itself.
Okay. Can you try running around?
Yeah, sure thing. La 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 la.
Okay, it's the sky. It's the sky.
It's the sky.
It's the sky. I need to
It's
figure
the
out another way to
sky.
do the sky. It's totally the sky, dude.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
That's the biggest change from like last year that I could see fucking with it.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
All right.
Alrighty then.
I'm gonna go back and sit over here.
Oh, well, I'll just do this for you. There you are.
Here I am. Oh, our chat's disappeared over the side. Bring them back. Ah!
I'll just put chat here.
Just put it right over my screen.
Just put it right over
It's
there.
perfect.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, I'll make.
Why don't you put chat down first? Put it further back so I can sit.
It doesn't go any further back. It goes. Wait.
Goes plenty further
It
back.
doesn't go that far farther back. Okay.
Okay. There we are. Now we have room to sit down.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Okay. Banana Bango says, oh, Darfell says a swearing monster because they keep cursing. That's pretty good. And Banana Mango Bang says, what about a monster that becomes invulnerable every other turn so you'll be forced to deal with other monsters first? Or a field boss that cannot be attacked until the goons are dead? Oh, the invulnerability one probably wouldn't work because alternating turns means if it's two-player, one person just will never get to attack. But the goons idea is really good. Like, having to destroy a certain number of other smaller enemies before you can get them. That's pretty rad. I like it. I like it. Maybe we'll think about doing something like that with one of the bosses. Wait, but I'm going to say, I think back injury, Grummy, your head doesn't look flat. Are you sure?
It's pretty
I don't
spiky,
want to
dude.
look flat.
It's pretty spiky.
Okay, so let's see. That's a jack roller.
Oh, Tukar, how did your game launch go? Did you have a great day yesterday? Oh, you watched the full playthrough of the first two streamers. That's amazing. That's awesome.
That's so cool.
I feel a bit, I'm not going to say deflated, but you know that feeling where you're gearing yourself up for a big kind of like, oh, I'm going to figure this out.
Yeah.
But then the first
Are you
guess.
sad that you figured it out so fast?
A little.
Doig! There's so many other things to do. Don't be sad about that.
I'm not sad. I'm not disappointed. I'm just a little bit like, oh, I guessed it right away. I've been watching too much Sherlock. That's what it is.
You've got too smart.
I deducted.
Deduced.
I deduced and deducted the
deducted.
fun.
I am mathematician Sherlock Holmes and I've deducted.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's slowdown in my overlay. I'm gonna dig to the bottom of this. Oh, it's a sand pail of detective work.
The sand pail of detective work. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Well, you dig to the bottom of something, but it's just a tiny little
A
bucket.
sand pail.
Sand pail. That's what you take to the beach. Why do you keep judging me for my words usage?
No, I'm just like, I'm amazed that today we've already got pail as in a bucket
Yeah.
and supping, both of which feel like they're very like middle-aged English terms that I've never heard you use before. So I'm deeply amused.
You
by
never
it.
listened to me. That's what this is.
I mean, you don't normally fetch a pail of sand. It's normally a pail of water. So I'm intrigued hearing it used in this way. I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry. You know what? Never mind. You sound great. I'm sorry. What do you want from me?
It's fine. Get on with the game.
I am. Do we need 3 jack rollers or do we want to replace one?
You don't need 3.
We don't need 3. I think we can probably do 2.
When was my last run to the haberdashery? Probably. I haven't bought clothes in a long. A haberdashery is something that sells clothes, right? I haven't
No.
bought clothes in a long time. What? It is.
No.
What?
A haberdashery is a place that repairs clothes and where you can buy material and buttons and things to fix material stuff.
Oh, is it hats? Is it hats?
Oh, there we are. Draft hat. It says hats specifically.
Camden Market, probably. That's where. Oh, the music stopped again. So.
It's over.
We are
I'll be
no
back in a
longer
sec.
going to use Epidemic music for our streams because every single day they're like, hey, use this track. And we're like, yeah, from Epidemic. And they're like, no, no, no. This isn't, you can't monetize this anymore. Like, well, I'm not going to pay a service that basically negates its own thing. So we're just going to listen to this again. Yeah, the whole point is that, yeah. So we'll see if this, basically I want to get some game soundtracks to play, things like Secret of Mana, Skies of Arcadia. I picked Super Nintendo Lo-Fi Chill Mix so that we can avoid the Undertale songs. In British English, a haberdasher is a business person who sells small articles for sewing, dressmaking, and knitting, such as buttons, ribbons, and zippers. In the United States, the term refers instead to a men's clothing store that sells suits, shirts, neckties, and other items. See, I knew it was something to do with clothing. I probably have heard like it used more in American context. I love how Americans and Britons come up with completely different meanings for words. Laughing my ass off. Alex, you do realize that it's probably there was a British term word and the Americans go, nah. We're gonna use it in this way. Like, get him, Doig, right? Yeah, there was that whole war thing during the musical, the Hamilton musical, and then the Americans were like, freedom, independence, and a new dictionary, please. Rio, who the hell says color? You don't say color. You make sense.
Yeah, you say colour.
You say what?
Colour.
Yeah, you say color. I love colors. I love to put them in paints.
No. You're a colour wizard.
I'm a
We should make colour wizard one of the roles in the game.
one of the roles.
Mhm.
Is it not already?
No.
Put it in.
Maybe I will.
What are you eating?
Cereal bar.
Which kind?
Fruitly.
Are you eating my snacks?
Yeah.
Are you eating my snacks?
Mhm. Yeah.
Are you eating my snacks?
Yeah.
You should have got your own.
I didn't though. I didn't get my own mic, and now I want one. So I'm having one of yours. Oh.
If you eat them at the same rate I eat them, then I'll only be able to eat them half the time.
Mhm.
Now I want a snack.
We could get one.
I could get one.
Mhm.
When did you leave? To get that?
Like 2 minutes ago. I said I'd be right back.
No,
the
it's
bathroom.
we got like fruit cereal bars. Like I think is it cranberry or raspberry or something? Just pressed cereal, and the other one was like baked with fruit or something.
Yeah, there's one of those ones left.
I haven't had chocolate in a while.
Good for you.
Yeah. Oh, I got weighed. I
Oh.
measured and found wanting. No, I got weighed. I got weighed at the doctor's, and should I say the amount or should I just say the deficit?
What?
I got weighed and I'm 5 kilograms less than I was.
I got weighed now 5 kilograms. The weight of a small bag of sugar.
And I was wearing shoes when I got weighed as well, so however much shoes weigh was added. So
Hey.
Huh?
Way to go.
I've got a ways to go as well, yeah.
Great job.
What is that in freedom units?
Do we keep a weight log? We don't.
Nah.
Yeah, 5 kilograms lost is a lot. It's over like a month or something, right?
That's been like 2 or 3 weeks, I think,
2 or
yeah.
3 weeks. I think Doig had a lot of water weight to lose at the very beginning. Because before we changed everything
Wait.
up.
Amphi 139 bombed us with 15
Oh!
justice for Doig's 10 kg roll
Yo!
fight the power.
Thank you very much. Oh,
Was that thing massive?
it looked massive.
It looked big, didn't it?
Looked huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. Does the size of them depend how much people throw in or
I
something?
think maybe.
That's so many. 1,500. Holy shit, I just saw the amount. That's fucking huge. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow. That's wild.
Oh, I'm gonna win.
What I was going to say was that, Doig,
How are you doing this? How are you doing this?
That, Doig had a lot to lose right up front because, he spent a long time before we went to see parents and stuff before Christmas, having like a bunch of soft drinks every day and a bunch of sugar and chocolate every day.
Yeah.
So just cutting those out by itself, I think, has been a huge thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing much other than eating better and walking. Oh,
Hey, Swift wins! Woohoo! Yeah, you know it. You know it. Yeah. Look, we got a little slowdown again.
I think it's having the bits on us.
Ta-da! Look, he's got a crown now. Shiny crown.
Wait,
now.
are we still getting slowdown? Oh no, what is this?
I don't know, Doig.
Move around now?
Exactly, Drathak, exactly. Eating better and moving around more. That's what we're doing. And it's
Oh
working.
no!
It's great.
We're still getting the slowdown.
Like, we're not changing anything drastic. We're literally just having better meals and walking. And that's it. Damn. Thank you so much, Amphi. Doig is going to nerf into your next update. You can't nerf this power. This power I have is my power.
Okay, so I dug to the bottom of the sand bucket and found a hole in the bottom.
Sorry, Doig. Sorry for your hole.
And so I guess more investigation. It did immediately work better though. So I wonder what's happened.
I suppose I could lose one of the arrow traps. I suppose we might not need 7 of them.
Are there 7 arrow traps? You're a fiend.
There is 6. Maybe we don't need 6.
Maybe we don't. Every time one of those turns up, you laugh really
love
hard.
the arrow traps. They're
Make-
actually my favorite.
Make a different kind of trap if you really want.
Like what?
I don't know. Like
Put your money where your mouth is. Like what kind of trap, huh? Smart guy.
like a flame thing that does the same thing mechanically, but it just looks different.
Oh, we can totally do that. No problem. I mean, I was planning to do that with every single enemy. Like right here, they all look the same, but that's just because I'm using the simplest possible artwork to try out the mechanics.
Sure.
Once we actually make the game, I'll probably make every single enemy unique, even if the mechanics are the same. Make them at least look unique, you know?
I'll be right back.
Where is he leaving to? I bet he's getting a snack.
Well, no, I am.
He said no, but where's he going? Where could he be going? Where could he be leaving to? This one's going to be Lorem Ipsum. We might make Lorem Ipsum a boss eventually, because I think that'd be really funny. But for now, we'll make it a little enemy. I can just delete that right out. And then just pop this right in. There we go, perfect. Dun, dun, dun. Pitfall trap, pendulum blade trap, giant boulder trap. The problem with the pitfall trap, because I've thought of the pitfall trap before, is that once it's revealed, no one's going to step on it. And I don't know how to hide it on a game board. Pendulum blade trap. We could have that move side to side or something. You could get it stuck in a position where it can't move though, because the enemies are random. Giant boulder trap. Just moves in a straight line, maybe. Maybe. Designing the traps is difficult because where they will appear is random every time. Because literally you flip over a tile, it says monster on it, and then you flip a card to see which monster you get. So it's entirely possible to render your trap completely unfunctional because it's like somewhere where it can't move. Which is why the turrets are so great. You just have to cross their path and like, boom. You could have a trap that will just go off if you enter the square, maybe? Like a gas, what's up?
There was one snack packet.
Yeah, we've had 2 each. So sad about how many snacks I've eaten.
I just there was okay. I'm learning that if there's snacks in the house, you eat them.
Yeah. This is the problem.
I made a little stockpile for myself. There was four of these packs, and then I think at least was there 1 or 2 of the other cereal bars?
Huh?
Was there 1 or 2 of the one that you just had? The
1.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was 4. Okay. It's not as bad.
It's not as bad. I did eat 2 of the ones you're currently eating though, out of the 4 that we got.
By contrast, I had 1.
No, you didn't. You've had 2. We've had 2 each.
Yeah, I had 1 yesterday, and I'm having my 1 today.
Yeah.
In that same time, you've eaten 3.
No, I had 2.
You had 2 of these ones, and 1 of those. I'm not gonna shame you. It's fine.
You're shaming me.
It's fine.
You're shaming me.
We're just out of snacks now.
You're out of snacks.
I was like, cool. This will last me for the next 4 days. They're gone. They are good though.
Should we give Lorem Ipsum a bit of a longer range?
Is it going to be a slime?
Make it more dangerous. No, it doesn't have to be slime. What do you think Lauren Itzum should look like?
Something that looks long-winded.
A snake.
Lorem ipsum.
An eel.
An eel. Okay, I like that. Cereal bars should turn into breakfast cereal when put in milk. Who says they don't?
That would be amazing, actually. You're right. You're right. Why doesn't that happen? That'd be so good. You just like, you can eat it as a breakfast bar, or you can put it in milk and it becomes cereal. Alright guys, what do we think Laura Itzum should look like?
An eel.
Does anyone have any other ideas? Not that I don't love the eel as an idea, but you know. I don't want to miss anything here.
Oh, Adam and Adrian are back. Streaming at Valheim. That's cool.
Yeah. They sure are.
That's awesome.
I've been seeing them pop up. Jackie Codes! Hey, welcome! Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going?
Yo, welcome in. I've seen Thor raid you a bunch of times. I've been in the raids for you.
What you doing? We are currently designing a little board game that we started designing for Thor's Game Jam last year, and we've been working on it on and off ever since. And this week I was like, hey, we should do a little bit more work on it. So I'm just trying to refine the like small details and features of it. The general central concept is that it's essentially a spelling game where you spell with Scrabble tiles to cast magic, and you'll go through a dungeon trying to get the most points. That's it. How about you? What were you up to?
Also, our overlay is a 3D game.
Yeah, welcome. We're Doig and Swift. I'm Swift. That's Doig.
That's me.
And yeah, this is our airship where we stream from.
Yeah, welcome.
We play games, we do animation and art most of the time. Today, I'm working on this because I wanna.
Yeah.
I wanna. But yeah.
Yeah, check this out. We can run around.
Hold on.
This is our...
I'll bring chat over too.
Oh yeah, we can move chat around.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, built it in Unity so far.
Yeah, it's not normally this full of holes, but we had a little accident. We went into space for Christmas during our Christmas celebration, and we had a little bit of a crash landing back on the ship.
Yeah.
So there's a few holes and stuff around, but we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. That's a little living room over there. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. Stop trying to bomb us though.
Yeah.
That's good.
How rude. How rude.
Oh, thank you for this. Thank you for the sippy.
Can you throw chat into the chat where it belongs? I tried to throw them off the edge of the ship the other day, but Doug wouldn't let me.
Yeah, there's no hole in the collision anymore.
We need a plank where I can walk to throw things off the ship. Apologies. Yeah, Doug's a little sick.
I have a cough.
He's a little bit sick.
But yeah, I appreciate the raid.
Yeah. So how's it going? How are you? How is everyone? Come back here. Don't you run away from me. Come back here. Come back here. Oh.
How are you doing?
I almost fell.
Oh no.
Our invisible wall is a little bit misaligned.
I need big sippy.
Just don't look down. Don't worry about it. Listen, don't worry about it. Can't get further than this though.
No.
Or I would throw chat off the ship. Dum bum bum.
I never noticed that the overhang is green.
But yeah, so I'm designing some enemies for the game. We're coming up with some new concepts for some enemies. And doing a little design. We decided that we're going to make an enemy called Lorem Ipsum. Because it's a word game. And we thought that'd be a dumb, funny joke. Thank you, Jackie Codes. Thank you so much. I haven't caught any of your streams before, but I have to.
Yeah, how was your stream? What were you working on?
Yeah, I don't know if there are any mods around, but it'd be great to get a shout out for Jackie Codes if we can. Maybe if there aren't any mods, Doig can do it since he knows the commands. A sentient chain of letters like onyx. That's not a bad idea. Maybe it's just a muscly book.
A muscly book?
Yeah.
What if one of the monsters is a dictionary?
Right?
Or an encyclopedia?
That's what I'm thinking. 'Cause what if it's like...
Use Godot. I have a 2D survival story-driven game. Now I'm working on Thor's Game Jam. Oh, sweet.
That's awesome. Oh, you joined the game jam. How's it going?
Are you solo dabbing or are you in a team?
We wanted to join this year, but I ended up being like, you know what? I should try and finish this game I started rather than start a new one.
I keep considering jumping over from Unity to Godot, just for how lightweight it is.
You should definitely try it, just to give it a shot.
Yeah.
I think you'd really like it.
Oh, 3D side of it. Nice.
What about like just a real muscle-bound tome?
Take care. Thank you. Thank you for bringing folks over.
Yeah, thank you very much. See you later.
That book has abs.
Yeah, I do. So this is Lorem Ipsum.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger.
We've got 2 of them.
So do you really need to play Chrono Trigger? It's very good.
I want to. It's I put it on my list of like 50 other games.
Put it on the list.
Okay, so we got new cards for the enemies, which is great. So this is. Doop, 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 doop. Can I change the color? Yeah. Cool. This is this. We have ticked this. I'm just gonna start that tick again. Hello? Can I draw, please? There we go. Okay, cool. We've done that. I need to save it. If you wouldn't mind NDAing me for a sec.
There you go. Oh, hey, Mapgro. How's it going?
So Monster Cards for version 5.
Hey, Swifty. Mapcro's in the chat.
Mapcro! Hey! What's up? It's great to see you. How have you been? It's amazing that you happen to have come back in on a stream when we're working on the board game. This is literally the first time we've opened the project in like 6 months, and you happen to have found the stream when we've done it.
Can I share it again?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm currently, yesterday we had a little brainstorm session of things we think we could improve about the game. So we're doing that. We're changing a few things so we can try it out on our next playtest. But yeah, going good. You're just about ready to go in and teach an intro to games to freshmen. That's awesome. Hey, good luck. I hope it goes really well. That's rad. If anyone doesn't know who Mapcro is, they should all check out his YouTube channel. Mapcro does amazing videos on drawing maps and doing art for games and game design in general. Like really, really, really cool stuff. Amazing artist, very good teacher. Love the channel so much. Everyone, please go check it out. Big shout out. I was like a big fan of Mapcro's channels, and then they happened to comment on one of our videos, and I was like, what the fuck? And I guess we're both just aware in our peripheral of each other. So that's been really cool. But yeah, please do not judge the art too harshly here because it's literally just placeholder. But yeah, anyway, this is Monster Card version 5, so I can upload that when we come to playtest for next version. Next up, I'm gonna change the turn economy a little bit.
Oh, cool. I remember you were saying that yesterday.
So we have our turn order here that I want to adjust. Da, da, da. So we're going to change it to 4 spaces. And we're gonna change this slightly to make it easier. Times 2 per turn.
Trying to remember what it is I was gonna do.
So I'm making open a chest free. We're taking off use a campfire.
Hey, check this out, Swifty.
Just simplifying right down.
I can tidy away the popcorn, I hope. Yeah.
Hey, nice job.
Yeah. That's what I worked on yesterday. Tidy chat command. Yeah, I made a garbage collector. And so certain things, if they have a script called garbage on them, they get added to the garbage collector, and then tidy basically destroys all of the garbage that is presently in the scene. And it auto adds to popcorn. And gets assigned when chests are opened. So unopened chests stick around. They can't get tidied. So we make sure we get them. And open chests do. Wonder what the slowdown is being caused by then. I'll need to add it to drinks, I guess, as well. I know what I'll work on. I'll work on those ideas that you came up with for the image appearing on screen.
Okay.
That could be good. Where's your notebook?
I don't know. You tell me.
I realized that I took a picture of it, but I didn't send it to myself, so maybe I'll send it to Discord so I can see it on my computer.
So we don't need this anymore at the bottom. We're changing that to be just something you can do with your actions to make it more accessible. So then this is just in.
Oh, I already did that.
These can be done
Smart.
in any order.
No Gibbs cereal. Okay, I'll also probably remove that. And like figure out an alternative for that. Throwing the popcorn and the drinks were supposed to only be on when we were watching films as well.
There we go. What do you think to this, Doig? Is this clear?
Your turn. Move up to 4 spaces. Main action, 2 per turn. Cast a spell using a spell card, flip a map tile, refresh your runes, refresh your spell cards. Free action as many times as you want. Use an item or a trap, cast terrain magic, buff a spell, burn rune to dash 1 tile once per turn. I feel like burning the rune should be one of your actions, but I can see why you would want it not to be.
Yeah.
Do we have one of these cards for on others' turns?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
The only thing is, we want to make sure that casting a spell, you can only do 1 spell per turn.
Yeah. Could you flip 2 map tiles?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think so. Poor Doig.
I'm really sorry, everybody. I hope it clears soon.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to be here listening to someone cough into a microphone. Maybe I'll mute whenever I feel a cough coming on. You might hear me in the background though. Thanks for the drink.
Bottomless free actions. Okay, there we go. So hopefully this is clear. I did just save over it like a complete fool, but at least I have the PNG version. Others turns, you can use an item, you can buff another player's spell. Is there anything else you can do? Don't think so.
Thanks, Inflicted Chaos. And welcome, Pikachu. How you doing?
Hey, old Pikachu! It's not that bad. Aw. I'm definitely getting tired of hearing it. I can tell you, after living with it for 2 weeks,
Sorry.
I'm getting ear fatigue. So I can only imagine how Doig's feeling, being the one who is actually coughing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that your chest isn't hurting at this point from coughing so much.
Who says it isn't?
You did. I asked you.
It's not super bad.
Aww.
What you're hearing on stream, I think because I've eaten that biscuit, it's more now in the last like half hour than it has been all day.
Yeah. Well, you let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Oh, between an item. Oh, I'll just add another space for now. I'll probably use a different font, I think, for the final thing.
You can change.
A little bit.
Can you not change the kerning on that?
I don't know how.
Does it only do it between letters? It sucks.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
The space worked. So.
But since it's just a placeholder for now anyway, I'm going to save it if you won't mind NDAing me.
Okay. You got to give me a second to do it though.
Yeah. So you turn order B2. And then quick export as PNG, turn order A2. And then I'll save this as turn order. But I won't actually because I've already saved over it, so that ship has sailed. Okay, you can un-NDA me again. So now we can find these on turn order else we need to adjust? Buffs no longer give you equal points, so I might detail that on the card.
Oh, I hope people don't mind me sharing, but I wrote a Ko-fi post yesterday, and the plan going forward is to share Ko-fi posts Tuesdays and Saturdays. I'm basically going to try and like document what it is I'm working on, what I've discovered, any cool tidbits and stuff. I think I will also share some like behind the scenes things that you won't necessarily see on stream on the Ko-fi. And for those ones, we're trying to work it out, but like stuff that isn't sneak peeks, probably just going to keep it public. Stuff that is sneak peeks will be... We're trying to work out whether to do a membership tier, or maybe there's not... I noticed yesterday there was an option for people who have previously done single donations and also memberships together. So I was thinking putting that stuff up there under that option. But yeah, still figuring it out, but figure talk about it, see what you think. Overlay stuff. Yeah, overlay stuff. Like this was the post from yesterday.
Can you NDA me for a sec while you're chatting about this?
Yeah.
Thanks. The wrong version.
And I took a couple of clips from our first stream back, just to show some of the stuff I've been working on as it was presented live on stream. But for anyone that missed the stream.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, cool. That'll be fun. I was also testing out some auto caption stuff, which seemed to catch your voices pretty good. So yeah. I figured it could be a good way of kind of being able to reflect on what I'm doing, so it doesn't all get lost in the mire of unmemory. Basically like a little memory dump every few days. Get buffed. Is that pronounced buff ed? Yeah.
Sure is.
Friendship is the true magic. Get buffed. So in the game, Macro, a buff allows you to apply a adjective to someone else's word. So say someone's casting a spell by spelling the word mongoose or truck. You can play a buff card off of and Scrabble off of their word to augment their spell, either for additional damage, or you can also change the nature of their spell.
Yeah, so you could put tiny onto truck, and then if that enemy is weak to small things, the truck will do double damage. So you can increase the damage that your friend's spells do, but also score a little bit yourself. Or you can also debuff them. For example, if the enemy is weak to large things and they play truck and you make it a tiny truck, then it won't do double damage anymore.
Yeah.
Which in versus games could leave your enemies in a pickle.
Your fellow wizards in a pickle.
Yeah. So when are we scoring the descriptor here, Doig, or are you scoring the full word? You're scoring the descriptor, right? But it's just doubled if the word ends up being doubled.
I felt
Tell me how you feel like this should work.
I feel like if you add a buff that changes the nature of the spell to be more effective against the enemy, in that it will do double the damage against the enemy, that should reflect back in how much your buff scores. So you're still only scoring your buff though. You're not scoring the word the buff is attached to. No, just your buff. similarly, the player playing the spell doesn't score your adjective as well. Previous
What? They do, don't they?
What?
Isn't the whole point that it does more damage to the enemy?
Right. So what, you would still have the say the person played truck, you would have them score tiny truck.
Probably.
Oh, I thought you were separating them out.
Because that's the damage that you're doing to the enemy, right? The score is also like how much damage you're doing to the enemy.
Sure. Okay. So you were getting some points from that buff, but then the person playing the spell gets all the points.
Yes.
Okay.
See you, Map Crow. Have a good time.
I feel like I would separate them out. I'd be like, okay, truck
So
does
you'd have
double.
One person only score the buff.
Yeah.
One person only score the other word.
Yes.
But both of them be affected by the fact that the two words are connected and score double if it changes the meaning.
Yes.
And then you'd have the enemy receive the damage of both words together doubled.
Yes.
So you're having to calculate 3 different totals. One for one person's score sheet, one for another person's score sheet, and one for the actual enemy HP.
Well, you're doing that anyway.
No, you're not.
So you
Normally, you're just whatever your spell does is what is going to be taken off the enemy. So those two things are rolled together.
Well, you'd be like, truck, double the points for truck for one. The points for...
Yeah, but normally both people would score both words.
Yes.
So you would need to calculate one thing, which would be the damage done to the enemy, which would be the same as what the buff person scores, which would be the same as what the spell person scores.
Right.
But you're saying each one should be its own individual thing.
Yeah.
But we have nowhere to keep track of the enemy health.
So, like, okay, so say truck scores 7.
Mm-hmm.
And tiny scores 6. You'd be like, okay, that player scores 14, that player scores 12, and by together they do this much damage.
Yeah, and then you'd have to just remember that's how much damage is taken off the enemy. You won't be able to refer back to your sheet to see.
Well, if you were doing a score sheet, you could probably like write it down where it's like this player played tiny with a buff, this player played truck, and then
but at the minute,
total
the score
damage
sheet,
here.
The score sheet isn't organized by actions, it's organized by players.
Yeah.
So there's a column for player A, B, C, and D. There's not a column for this turn, this person played this, and that person played that.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Or maybe you do write it where it's like if player plays word, and then next player plays word, and then next player plays word. So you'd have gaps in the columns so that if 2 players are playing at the same time, there would be a row free.
You could do that. There's no real way to teach that to people other than them deciding that's the way they're going to write it down during the game.
Yeah. But that's how I would do it.
That's how you'd write it during the game, but there's not a way for us to organize that score sheet in a way which encourages people to do it that way.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried about the fact that normally something would score 30 and then both players would score 30 and know that it's done 30 damage. But now one player's going to score 8, one person's going to score 22, and the enemy's going to get 30 damage. And that's 3 different totals now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's helpful to have one person score the same as what the enemy's damage is.
Right.
So that it's easier to remember what the damage is on the enemy.
Yeah, I would just make it a row and then at the end do the total damage. And then you can write total damage to which enemy if you really wanted to track it.
Okay, show me how this spreadsheet is going to look.
Oh.
Are you going to have multiple enemies on there?
No. You could just for your own sanity to track it. Kuma's hungry.
Yeah, I feel like, again, keeping a score sheet as simple as possible and not giving people a bunch of columns to fill in while they're playing is probably good as well.
Okay.
So Jada says, if that's the case, then what's the difference between player A doing 6 and player B doing 7 on different turns versus doing those numbers on the same turn? In both cases, you have to add to see 13 damage. It's true. It's true.
Why do you need to track how many points you get? In a competitive or cooperative one,
Because
it's
that's
just...
how you win.
Well, it's...
That's literally the win condition of the game. It's who scores the most points.
Yeah.
Or as a team, you're trying to beat your own high score. And we'll probably have like a score system for teams where it's like, you know, like when you go to a fair and you hit one of those strength tests and it goes up. And then it's like, you're weak, you're okay, you're pretty strong, you're super strong, Hercules! We have like a meter like that so you can measure your score against it. Jadis, you've got a good point though. Doggy's gonna go and feed the cat. It just feels weird to me that if someone's casting a spell called Truck and you buff it to make it a tiny truck, that person doesn't score tiny truck. They just score truck still. But I suppose it works the same way. Either way, like you said, you'll still be adding the totals together to see how much damage you've done to the enemy. So I guess that works. Yeah, you know what? Let's roll with it the way that Doig said. Sometimes I think he's right. That me trying to make things as uncomplicated as possible means that I miss out on doing things which probably would help and be good. Velvet says, I want to go with each enemy gives you 1 point when defeated, and when you assist, you both get that point. But then the incentive to like make long, awesome words is less, because like you can defeat an enemy in 10 points. Why bother trying to make a 30-point word? Whereas if you have score sheets that you would have in Scrabble where it depends what you spell, how many points you get, then you're incentivized to try and spell the most awesome words, because your points are your word scores. So it's not just about defeating the enemies, it's about defeating them in the most awesome way possible and making the best use of your Scrabble tiles to get the highest score. Because otherwise it's just like, well, how many enemies have you beaten? Okay, well then you've won. Rather than, hey, you may have beaten 5 enemies until the person beat 7, but you beat them using like fucking meteor strikes and like giraffes and stuff. Let's see, Jada says it breaks down the depuff case. If they're scored separately, you can't make an opponent score less. And in a co-op game, it shouldn't make a difference who scores the points. Yeah, in a co-op game, it doesn't make a difference who scores the points. That's true. So let's see. If they're scored separately, in the debuff case, you can't make an opponent score less. Yeah, you would only make them not get a buff they might otherwise have. Basically.
So I missed all of that.
So
sorry.
for example, in the case where an enemy is weak against a large thing and the player plays truck, because truck is a large thing, if someone debuffs them to make it tiny,
yeah,
then that double word score they were banking on getting to defeat the enemy no longer happens.
Right.
And thus the enemy is no longer defeated.
Yep.
And it could leave them in a pickle.
Yep.
That tiny would still get scored onto the monster's health though, right?
It would, yeah.
So it would still do extra damage, just whether it would do double truck damage or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a case for just modify the other player's number. I think we just have to play it and see how it goes. Because my instinct is that there's probably not going to be a lot of opportunities to debuff people.
Yeah.
I've only seen that happen one time in a game that we played.
Yeah.
The way we had it before, the buff cards were mostly just used to glob onto other people's scores. Because you would both score the same if you used it.
Buff cards are fun because it has players playing together. So we don't want to...
We want to incentivize using them.
Yeah.
So we want it to be easy to use and fun to use.
Yeah. Jeff was saying when I last play tested with you, using buffed out of turn was where most of the points were gained. You could add 3 letters to someone else's long word and steal another player's points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they would still score those points, but then you would score them too, so they wouldn't get ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Buffs were basically like allowing you to pull ahead alongside another player, basically.
Yeah.
But you didn't like that.
Well, I didn't not like it. It was more that I felt like they were just an equalizer. Like, using a buff card would never let you pull ahead of the person you're using the buff card against.
In a 2-player game, buff cards kept you kind of level. In a more than 2-player game, it was more of a strategic way to pull away from players that weren't playing buff cards.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jadis. The kid who hardly contributes to a group project but gets the same grade anyway. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I think it is while playing it is fun to buff another player's spell. Like there's a lot of comedy potential in like changing something from like, you know, someone plays nun and you're like, it's a, I don't know, furry nun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had there to add on to someone's word. Yeah, let's try it like this and see how it goes. So I think we should try it the way that you suggested it.
Splitting the points.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Where the person who buffs scores the points for their buff. The person who spells scores the points for their spells. And then the buff and the spell together are what damage is done to the creature.
Okay.
We give that a little save. Okay. So the polymorphs.
Yeah.
We never really use those.
What do they do?
You can change the monster's weakness to whatever you want if you can spell it.
Oh. I do like that.
I like the idea, but I think it's too hard to use, right?
Is it? It's not that hard to use.
Okay.
If
well,
you
we
were
can
like,
keep-
oh, I can spell wet,
Let's-
polymorph it to wet.
Okay, but then you need to combo that with someone else or combo it with yourself.
Yeah.
Like, in a competitive game, you can't spell twice on the same turn.
No.
So, you know, you're trying to change it to something that the other person isn't going to be able to get a double word score point on.
Yeah, but if someone's like, oh my gosh, I can spell shark, and you're like, oh wow, I've got wet and a polymorph card.
Yes.
Like stuff like that.
Yes. I mean, that's great. Again, for cooperative, that's boss.
It's boss.
For competitive,
Yeah.
like, I want it to be equally as viable and usable in competitive.
Well, if someone's like, oh man, I've got shark, and you're like, oh, I can spell dry.
Yeah, but in a competitive game, you're unlikely for people to be telling you what they're about to put down.
Maybe both co-op and competitive, you see everybody's tiles. So you can do combo moves like this.
Maybe.
Tiles are never hidden.
Tiles are never hidden.
That way you can strat.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the way. Anyway, I'll keep them in for now, and we'll try them out. give it a shot. Because if they come in clutch in certain moments, it might be worth keeping them in just for those memorable moments they make in the game where a player is like, holy shit, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this or that. Okay. So cool. I'm in the spell that folder where I want to be for saving this.
It is pretty niche. Keiko.
Yeah. It is. It's a niche. It's a niche card. But I'd like to do more cards like that. Where, as well as just being offensive cards, there are cards that really change the state of the board. But they all have to rely on spelling is the thing. Because I want to keep the main conceit, the most fun part of the game being that you can spell things and cast spells with it. That to me is the most important thing.
Would a polymorph card still deal damage?
No.
Maybe it should.
I mean, it could. I'm not sure how it would work though, because then you'd have to scrabble onto other people's things in order to use it.
How do you mean?
Well, say someone's got truck already on a card and you play polymorph. If you want that to damage the creature, you're going to have to scrabble it onto the other person's spell.
Yes.
I think let's just keep it as changing the monster's weakness for now.
Okay. Can you play a polymorph like a buff card at any point?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay then. Okay.
I think because it's hard to use, let's try and make it easier.
Yeah.
But
that way you don't have to wait for your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say there should maybe be a rule that you're not allowed to play it after someone's announced what they're going to spell. But actually, I think that's a bad idea. And you should be able to play it after someone's announced what they spell, because then you'll be more likely to be able to use it. And even though it sucks in a competitive scenario to be like, check out this meteor, then someone's like, I'm changing that monster's weakness so it doesn't do anything anymore.
Yeah. Like,
that sucks, but it sucks in a way that could be fun in a competitive game.
I feel like the cards and the rules for this, they almost remind me of so in the game Rocket League, okay, there are like canned sentences that you can say by pressing like the D-pad. So you can be like, you know, nice shot. And nice shot, if you're like being genuine, it like in a cooperative way, you're like, yo, nice shot. But you can also be like, nice shot. That
nice
like
shot, loser.
Yeah, like that was terrible. And I feel like these cards, yeah, what a save. Yeah, like you could be like, what a save, and then you could be like, what a save. The kind of spell cards feel like, in a cooperative way, it's like, oh, polymorph is amazing because you can help one another, and then similarly, polymorph is awful because your competing wizard can be like, no, it isn't. And I like that about the same card is able to can be like a double-edged sword depending on the temperament or the way someone wants to play it.
Yeah.
You love being passive aggressive in Rocket League. Yeah, all of them are like that. Of like, you know, great cross can be like, well done, you crossed the ball to the opposing team and they scored. Cool. Sure. And you have to imagine that they were designed for that in mind. Of like, wow, this can be taken 1 of 2, 3, 4 ways. Depending on the context it's delivered.
So I'm just making a slight adjustment to this. Because I feel like on this turn sheet, we should really have that you need to draw back up at the end of your turn.
What a save is exclusively used when a goal is scored. Yeah.
That's really good. I like it. I like it. Cool, 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 cool.
I have found that the D-pad like statements were used way more in the early years of Rocket League. I don't see them used at all much anymore when I was playing like last year, which made me really sad because I think they were really funny.
Yeah, we got spell cards version 5.
Is there a mechanic that allows for misspelling, like when you almost got a word? But
There isn't currently, no. Currently there is not, but we could maybe work that in. Let's see, so we got that, we got that, we got this.
there's a lot of room for interpretation with the game, I think, depending on who
minute.
you're playing with.
We haven't solidified the rules yet. We kind of figure them out through playtesting. What's most fun?
Yeah, we still use the blank tiles from the Scrabble tiles to enable you to spell.
Anything.
Increases flexibility and word choice, but you don't do damage with a blank.
Alright. The only thing that we've got left to do is to make some funky treasure tiles that we can use in our words
Cool.
to make them extra magical.
Cool. I think you should, rather than getting rewarded with more tiles, so like letter tiles, you should get these ones you're gonna do now as rewards for defeating monsters.
I think you should get both.
All right, Sally.
I was
Steady
going to
on
say
there.
from now on, I think that you should get a loot tile and a treasure tile. And the loot tile goes into the box of holding and the treasure tile is for you specifically.
Sure, okay.
Because I really like the box of holding. I think it's a cool concept and it works well in competitive and cooperative.
Yeah.
But also getting the treasure tiles is what allows you to do weird, funkier stuff. So,
The full stop tile that can go at the end of any word.
what does it do?
Passive aggressive. We were talking about the exclamation mark yesterday being like, it changes the range of a spell because it's louder.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Keiko's saying an exclamation mark. I think it's really funny if you were like, I'm going to play horse. And then you're like, wait, no, I'm going to play horse.
Horse! Yeah, I like the idea of it giving knockback as well.
Yeah.
Is this a board game? It is. It is. We're playtesting it using Tabletop Simulator because that's a great way to paper prototype something in a way which lets you make changes very easily. We did have an initial actual paper prototype, but it became a bit outdated after we kept changing the cards and stuff.
I'm going to play horse? Yeah.
Horse? Yeah, what would a question mark do?
Cast out.
What does that do?
Well, I thought it'd be good if monsters started to move away from you instead of towards you. Like, you know, in Secret of Mana, when you get the confused balloon and your controller inverts.
Oh, you know what? I do need to add a monster token as well. Monster master token.
Oh, I should just use a Taurus for this. Silly Doig.
Randomized who takes damage but a higher damage.
You just take out another wizard instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you'd only really have the choice of the enemy that's on the board. There's not really a way to randomize in this game. Apart from with Scrabble tiles.
A comma that lets you place a full new word with no similar letters. That's pretty funny. Are you thinking
We could
about
put
it?
in spaces.
What if that's what blanks can do?
I also think blanks are very powerful though. Like I like just having a blank tile where it's like, hey, this can be whatever letter you want, but doesn't give you a score for it.
Yeah.
But you could have like an underscore that signifies a blank space where you could have multiple words.
Mm.
Coda Trade says, wait, are you guys using Tabletop Simulator to simulate your tabletop game? We are. You noticed. Yeah, spaces would be like having a double spell action.
We're
You
rebels
just-
like that.
You'd still be limited by what letters you have. You know? So obviously most players are only going to have a maximum of 7 runes. And then
Unless
whatever
they
is
have
in the
the
box of holding. So spaces would be pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, put in here. I want suitably goofy names for them as well. Like, I want them to have the flavor of wizarding.
Awkward pause.
Awkward pause. Will the cat come with physical edition too? I hope so. I hope so. We'll have to see if we can get them to print a cat for us.
It's your intention at some point to like take this. When we do conventions, we'll just, if we ever get like a physical version of the game,
Jada
sell
says,
them.
wait, is there an actual curse mechanic applied if you cast a swear word? There is!
Yes.
We have curse tokens here. If you cast a curse, then the enemy takes an additional 1 damage for every rune that you've used.
We did manage to defeat a boss monster by throwing a giant vagina ball at them. or
Yeah, we
something
did.
Like that.
We did stack nothing but rude words. Sorry, Doug, you were talking about how we want to make a physical edition.
I'm just saying, if we had a physical edition when we eventually table at cons and stuff,
We'll bring it and sell
we'll
it.
bring it and sell it.
Do, 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 do.
Rude words or anatomy. I mean,
That's one of the things with this game is it's kind of, you kind of have to go by consensus,
yeah.
you know? Like, you're gonna have people at your table who are like, that's not technically a rude word. And it's like, okay, but we have to, like, what do we as a table consider rude? Who are you? Maybe the question mark means that the enemy can't attack next turn. Because it's confused.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
like that.
what's the wizard doing?
That would be really potent against the boss.
Yeah.
I would like hold, like that's a nice way to hold off a boss from hurting someone that's downed. I like that. That's easy enough to be like, you know, yeah. They're too busy being like, what am I?
Like, is that a horse? Are they throwing a horse at me?
I love that. Yeah. I use boat.
Let's see, Gonna Train says there are companies that do on-demand printing for cards and such for demoing. You're luckily using play pieces from another game. Yeah, exactly. Like, we were thinking if we ever do sell it, obviously we can't sell Scrabble tiles because we'll get smited by Scrabble.
Yeah. This would be like an unofficial add-on to
So
if
this
you
one's-
already own Scrabble.
Yeah, we were thinking to say it's an unofficial Scrabble expansion, sorry. So yeah, you'd need your own Scrabble bag to play it that you could get with any Scrabble game. So what would be in the box, we wouldn't have to worry about putting the Scrabble tiles in the box. But yeah, we were thinking of printing it up at some point if we can get it feeling good. Scrabble mod, yeah. You're imagining there being a punctuation expansion, that'd be fun. Jadis, you're allowed to swear in chat. You're allowed. You're allowed. We won't ban you, we promise. You could call that either flabbergasted or mystified. I like mystified. I like mystified a lot. I'm gonna write that down. Because it sounds like something that a wizard would say to make themselves feel more mysterious.
Yeah.
I can't spell mystified.
Mystified.
Just don't worry about it. It says mystified. Yeah, exactly. That's a great idea, Terracotta. You could cover the Scrabble tiles by selling the base game with no tiles and an expansion pack that's just your own brand of letter tiles. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So people only need the base game. And then if we want to add extra stuff later, we can always... Can you curse other players? Not at the minute. Because at the minute you can't cast spells on other players.
We did have a PvP one where we were casting spells at each other.
Yeah, we do a PvP mode. So I guess in that case you would be able to curse another player, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're still refining the wizard duel mode. But in one mode, there will just be a wizard duel. Doig and I tried playing it, and it went on very long because we just kept teleporting away from each other.
Yeah, we just
continually.
kept running away.
So we might have to take some of the teleporters out or something.
Nah, it was funny.
It was funny, but it just meant we spent most of the time just trying to get in range, with the other person not getting in range.
That's ranged fighting for you.
I guess. Okay, well we'll have to have another wizard duel sometime soon, Doug, so we can check if the new mechanics work for it. You fully thought this was going to be a video game. Haha, no, I tricked you. It's a board game. It's all paper and plastic, baby. Would horse, biggest horse, the biggest horse be a good understanding of how words stack? You've never played Scrabble. It's more like when you play a word like horse, you have to Scrabble off that word to play the next word, which means that one of the letters from the next word has to be included in horse. So you could have, you could stack extra onto horse by using the E at the end, or you could make chungus using the S, and then each word has to stack off the other words, you see.
You could play Jacob Horse if you are running in certain circles. Yeah.
Is Jacob Horse for a horse? Yes, definitely. If Jorphy were playing this, Jacob Horse would be very powerful. Like, I think that adding Jacob to a horse would make the horse long and noodle-like. So, you know.
Yeah, unlike Scrabble, we don't like limit, proper nouns, place names, or anything.
Yeah, really, it's up to your table, I think. I think that's the most fun, because I wouldn't want people to not be able to do in-jokes that they have with their friend group, because the rules are too rigid. Like, if your friend group has, like, a word that isn't in the dictionary that they say that they find funny, like, hot Amos or something, you should be able to play Amos. Bingus bongus. But yeah, I am gonna call it there for today because I'm gonna make these runes off stream. And then I guess tomorrow we'll probably try and playtest this if you guys want to join us.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
How long have you been streaming for?
We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. But
Really?
I have a little meeting with Onsta.
Oh, I see.
So I want to make sure I don't arrive too late in her day.
Cool.
Yeah, good brainstorming session. Thank you guys so much for all the wonderful ideas. You guys are amazing. Yeah, wizard time tomorrow. Tomorrow, Doug and I are going to give this a whirl. And if it's any good, then Little Puffling, we're going to be asking you and Jeff for some help playtesting it.
You don't want to invite in some other people who if we haven't tested the rules yet.
Yeah, exactly. I want to check first that they work okay, because if there's some really, really obvious things that aren't working, I can just fix them straight away then, rather than feeling like I have to continue with the play session.
Wizard fight.
Wizard fight. Wizard hats in the chest. That's a great idea. Doig, can we have some wizard hats for tomorrow, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I need to look like a wizard while I fight.
Okay.
1v1 me. Okay. We should try doing like a battle royale at some point and see how that works.
That would be cool.
Yeah. We haven't. I don't think we've done like a wizard fight with you guys who we play test with sometimes.
I think if you've upped the movement, but you haven't changed how the spells range, it's going to be a different kind of kettle of fish, because it was like I can move 3 and I want to move in a way where I can use this spell, but you can't get to me to punch me back, and you just couldn't.
Yeah.
So what you'd have to do is cast a spell and then run through a teleporter.
Yeah. Which is what most of our last wizard battle was just Doig and I teleporting back and forth and going, you go, no, you go, you move, no, you move. Yeah, exactly. Wizard elevator fight. It's like we both knew the tiles we couldn't step on if we didn't want to get hit. So we were just like dancing around them the whole time. How are you doing over there, Doig?
I'm making a hook.
A hook? What for?
You know your idea of lowering in images when they get
I do.
posted? I'm making the hooks that let you do that.
I do know that. Amazing. Well, who would you like to raid?
Myself.
Oh, Dupus is playing Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, we should say, I have to get new glasses on Friday, so the Kingdom Hearts on Friday plan
It's moving to Saturday.
is moving to Saturday.
It's moving to Saturday. Because then we can spend the whole day doing it, rather than needing to stop so that we can run and get Doig glasses.
I think is better.
Yeah. So Saturday is Kingdom Hearts Day. So we've got Clyde is streaming, Dupus is streaming, Dan Jones is streaming, Pirate Software is streaming. I think raiding Dupus with Kingdom Hearts would be fun. Yeah, post Friday night Kingdom Hearts shenanigans. It's gonna happen.
Alrighty.
And wizard fights before that. Oh, JJQ says there's a board game I love called Wiz War. I've heard of Wiz War. It has portals at the edges of the board that let you TP to the opposite end of the board so you have more movement options. That's really cool. I love
like
that. I love that a lot.
Okay.
I want to play Wiz War at some point.
So you're saying raid Dupus, yeah?
I think so.
Does that work? Yeah. Wait. We don't cancel that. Cancel that.
Because it's the Dupus, right?
Is it the Dupus?
Yeah, it's the _Dupus.
Okay. Wow. Can you just raid an offline channel?
Yeah, you totally can.
So it's the _Dupus. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
Let's go get them. Thank you guys so much for hanging out while we chilled out and made a board game. And thanks for all the help. And we'll try out these changes tomorrow and see how they feel.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. And a big take care from us.
Yeah. Until next time.
May the rest
of your day
be through
with adventure.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.